Welcome to the Crypto Teacher Stock Channel. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, guys, we're going to get into the news first, and then we're going to get into what we should be investing in. Because right now, guys, the market is about to enter turbulence. Now, right now, guys, the U.S. debt is projected to be more than the U.S. economy. And guys, I've been over it, and I can't say this enough. We had 98,000 small businesses closed permanently while the Fed was sitting on over $1 trillion. Now, we have Trump, as far as with the stimulus goes, the update with the stimulus. Trump and Steve Mnuchin offers to do $1.8 billion from the 1.5. So guys, hopefully the people are waking up a little, seeing this is nothing but a show. That's it. It's nothing but a show. 1.8, that's basically $400 billion away from what they actually offered. So that's not a big deal. They could have easily just went to the 2.2 and it been over. The fact is, what did I tell you guys? They're trying to get this money as close as to November as possible. So therefore, people have money for Thanksgiving, Christmas. And this bill will take us up until March. We know then we'll have the digital wallets, probably UBI by September, Universal Basic Income by September 2021. But it's all panning out, guys. Remember, cryptocurrency is sitting in the back. Now, we had Nancy Pelosi bring up the 25th Amendment, guys. Please go to the Crypto channel and check that video out. I'll break it down for you. Don't forget the NWO is on a plan. It's always steps to get to the goal, guys. Do not forget about that. And always remember, guys, the Hegelian dialectic and managing conflict, because they never, ever solve a problem. They manage it so they can get to the next step. And we constantly see it. Now, basically, Thursday, the debate, October 15th, says that it's canceled, guys. We don't know yet. We know how they change things up. But right now, they're saying that the debate is canceled because Trump does not want to do a virtual debate. So we know, guys, what? Out of sight, out of mind. Now, basically, they have unemployment benefits may pay just $5 a week without the stimulus deal. So again, guys, they want to be the last resort. They want people begging on their knees. Because, of course, once you're begging on your knees, you accept anything. And we see the American people are falling for this C word. We know the C word has been around for over 20 years. I have a video on that. We know the C word is nothing but the flu. You have the greatest machine ever created by the Most High, and that's your immune system, people. Long as you're eating right, staying away from this fast food. When the C word came out, they didn't say stay away from fast food, stay away from all the sugars, stay away from all the drinking and smoking. They didn't say any of that. They want you to put on a mask. Wake up, guys. Now, basically, some good news, and of course, if everybody knew this, we'll be straight. That's how you know they have money sitting in the back, guys. PPP forgiveness loans, if you had $50,000 or less, then of course, it'll be forgiven. Of course, a lot of us, including me, didn't want one of those loans because we didn't want to pay it back. So the fact is, the only thing you have to do is fill out that paperwork. If you got one, fill out that paperwork and basically you'll be forgiven. So like I said, $50,000 or less. Now, getting over into stocks, guys, we have AMD to acquire Z-Links for $30 billion. That's only if the deal, of course, happens to go through. But that's all we see as consolidation right now, guys. It's nothing but the big bank takes little bank right now. That's all it is consolidation. That's why investing right now is a little easy. I'm not saying it's a lot, but it is a little easy right now in the stock market because right now it's just nothing but consolidation. And you actually know the geopolitical avenues of where to invest. And guys, we have Amazon unveils new electric delivery vans built by Rivian. And guys, the fact is that I went over this tons and tons of times. We're moving over to electric vehicles, electric charging stations. Move yourself over financially. Guys, I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But we saw marijuana and the Congress bills. Guys, we know, okay, let me research. Let me see if I want to invest. We know only the big corporations that were open at the time or the C word. We know when stock earnings come out, we know they did great because they're the only ones that open. Let me see, do the research and invest. So guys, we know gaming is going to be crazy. It's going to be big. So let me research and then let me invest. So guys, we know the avenue everything is going. Virtual reality, the companies that are doing virtual reality. We know all this is coming fast forward. Robots, AI, algorithms. Anybody that's invested in that, the chip stock. Now, lastly, guys, again, I'm going to go over the actual SPACs. Guys, we have to understand that these are billionaires doing this. So the fact is, where are they getting this money from? They're getting it from the Fed, guys. The Fed is printing $500 billion every week, guys. The printing machine is on. So we have to make sure we follow the money. They have a SPAC ETF. Do your research. Do your research on these SPACs because these companies are going public through these SPACs. They basically get permission to go backdoor and buy these companies. Only thing they're doing is getting a piece of these big companies. So once they do go public, of course, they can sell their shares, whatever. But this is like a backdoor instead of them going IPO. So guys, please make sure you're doing your research and investing. Now, that's all I have for you guys. Please like and subscribe. Spread the channel everywhere. And y'all have a wonderful day.
Jack Dorsey's company Square buying $50 million worth of Bitcoin. Question is why? Kate Rooney has more on that today. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Carl, we don't see this from companies every day. Square's $50 million investment in Bitcoin represents roughly 1% of its total assets in the second quarter. A few reasons, though, Square is doing this. First is to diversify. Similar to why any investor might buy Bitcoin, Square says in a white paper this week, given the evolution of crypto as well as macroeconomic uncertainty, they think it's the right time to expand Square's U.S. dollar-dominated balance sheet and to make a meaningful investment in Bitcoin. Square also says they see it as a tool for economic empowerment. It gives people around the world who might live in a country with less stable currencies a shot at participating in the global monetary system. This, Square says, is a step in furthering the company's mission as well. All of this is really driven by Square CEO Jack Dorsey, who of course also runs Twitter and is one of the most well-known Bitcoin advocates. Dorsey has predicted it'll become the world's single currency, as he calls it, and the currency of the internet. Dorsey pushed Square into launching Bitcoin trading ahead of some other firms in 2018. Square has also dedicated a team for crypto innovation. Meanwhile, Bitcoin has had a great year so far. Since its March low, it's more than doubled. The digital currency hit its highest level since September 19th today. It's also on track for its best week since July. Analysts tell me the Bitcoin performance since March is thanks to investors hedging against money printing from central banks, and it's also a hedge heading into an uncertain election season.